So happy almost birthday! So my birthday is on Halloween, so we usually do something fun. Well, we used to before we became parents, and now we trick or treat.
Which I find to be fun. I think trick or treating is fun. Even
I mean,
I'm not getting the candy, but I'm getting the candy.
Yeah, right. I love trick or treating when we have good weather, and I am miserable when it's raining. So
yeah.
So we thought we'd talk a little bit this week about
Halloween traditions.
Halloween traditions. Well, my birthday's on Halloween,
so it's always been more than just Halloween at our house.
Right. It's always been a fun time for me.
Sorry, I'm having like an eye problem.
She has an eye problem. Sorry. I'm like slipping in my chair today. I can't stay in it. I can't wear these pants. So at my house, we still did, when we were growing up, we did trick-or-treating on Halloween like regular people. And then
It's not like we're going to show up on a different day, but like, sorry, our birthday was yesterday.
Right, so,
do we have candy today? I'd be like,
it would be so much more convenient if we could do that, because then we could like go out to dinner on
yeah, you go out to dinner on your birthday. We will be able to go out to dinner on your birthday again someday when the kids are older.
Yeah, when they don't care about Halloween or the fact that it's their mother's birthday.
Right. Like, yeah, whatever, bye.
Great. But then we did Halloween parties growing up where we did like bobbing for apples.
Bobbing for apples. And the hanging for donuts.
Oh, yeah. And then we did like a pumpkin carving contest one year. I think we must have only done that once.
I wasn't always invited because allowed to do the things because, you know, I was the little sister.
Well, we didn't know. Mom told us.
We didn't know you were the little sister. We forgot.
We knew you were the little sister. We just didn't know that we liked you.
We didn't know that we liked you. Oh, okay.
Well, Mom used to always tell us, like, girls should get along better. Someday you're going to be best friends. And we'd be like, I don't want to be best friends with her.
Well, that was more you, and I was like, okay. I'll be your best friend.
Well. Turns out Mom was right.
Yeah, either way, it turns out Mom was right. Yeah. I remember there was the one Halloween party that I had in 7th grade.
So I would have been a freshman at Grand Valley.
Yeah, so like, yeah, well, you know you were there because you helped like plan the things, and then like we did like the hung donuts on a string, and then that was the year that we did that, around the neighborhood.
Oh, the scavenger hunt.
Yes, the scavenger hunt. That's the word. I'm like, what
I
is the word?
That was like Halloween time. I knew we did that.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense we didn't do that on your birthday because it would have been winter.
Yeah, sludging through the snow.
I forgot that was like a Halloween thing.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
You probably can't do that now. Send your kids to people's houses, ask on not Halloween to be like, can we have a paperclip and sock? And...
Well, I remember like we put out, because we lived in that like subdivision, so we put out like we printed out like a notice being like, we're having a birthday party for my such and such daughter. Or not a birthday party, Halloween party, and kids will be coming around, and we did the same thing. Like, if it's okay for kids to knock on your door between this hour and this hour, leave your light on. If you don't want them to come, turn the light off. Oh. And then we went to the houses that had the lights on, like, because we lived in a subdivision, we just put a note in everybody's mailbox. I remember that.
Oh, that was good thinking on Mom's part. I didn't know about any of that part either.
Mom's smart.
Moms
are smart.
I didn't know about that part either.
Oh, I don't know why
sending you out into the neighborhood to ask for things.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I think you came up with the list of things.
I do remember writing the list.
Yeah.
And that was fun.
Yeah.
And there was like a guy named Bob.
Yeah, you had to get a signature of a guy named Bob, and you had to get like a penny from like a specific year.
Oh, wow.
I think.
I do remember.
Or at least I remember a penny. Maybe it wasn't a specific year.
I know there was like a hanger and a
paper clip and like weird.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. We could do that here.
We could do that here.
Yeah, when the kids are older.
My neighborhood is too a little spaced out.
Yeah, but we could totally do it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That was a lot of fun. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a really good.
And we did normal things like carve pumpkins. And we're just talking about how we don't remember going to the pumpkin patch. Like I remember going one year, and maybe we went more than that. I just remember the carving of the pumpkins and cooking of pumpkin seeds.
Yeah, we always did that. We always carved them. Yeah, I don't remember where they came from. I don't have any recollection of a pumpkin patch.
No, I don't remember.
Maybe we did. I don't remember.
So we take our kids to the pumpkin patch.
Yeah, I did.
So we must have got that idea from somewhere.
Right.
And then when I was a senior in high school, see, we grew up over in Grosse Pointe.
All over the place.
And then when I was a senior in high school, we moved to Rockford, Michigan. So I went to Rockford High School only for my senior year. Mm-hmm. So obviously, I started off school year not knowing anybody. And I went with a friend who I met through cheer to one of her youth group activities. And we went on this hayride. And it was not a like haunted hayride. It was just a nighttime hayride. I don't remember there being like spooky things. And while we're on the hayride, we like went over a bump, and the one person I knew fell off and got run over by the hay wagon. She's okay, and she was fine. They called an ambulance. She went to the hospital. I was left alone with these people who were all very, very nice, but I didn't know any of them. And the youth pastor like brought me home and then called me later to let me know that she was fine. And she didn't, I don't think she broke any bones. She was bruised and she had a pretty big cut on her face. And she's fine. But it kind of scarred me for life for hayride. So I did not go on nighttime hayrides anymore.
Were you standing?
Yeah, we're on this like trailer thing.
Okay.
And we're standing.
Was there no sides?
No, there weren't.
Oh.
So now even when you when we get on a hayride thing, like when you go to the pumpkin patch and it's daylight and it's not spooky, like I'm like, everybody sit down. Don't move. Because people fall off these things, you know. It's very traumatizing. I'm like insane about it. And even like when you go to the place to get the Christmas trees and they take you out there on the hay wagon.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, everybody we sit down and everybody's holding saws. It's terrifying for me.
I was like, this is my worst nightmare coming true. Right. Well, I would say I wasn't even at that thing, but I remember it happening to you. And this year I took the boys to a pumpkin patch, and it was you had to sit down like on the floorboards, and it had railings on the side. And I remember being like, "Hang in here, so you don't fall."
The littlest things can scar you for life.
Right.
So I don't do nighttime hay rides.
I went. Yeah, and this was like pretty late outside.
Right. And then another thing that was when we lived in Grosse Pointe, the night before Halloween in the Detroit area was Devil's Night, where people go and like vandalize and burn things. It's only a thing is we didn't know it was not an everywhere.
Yeah, you go somewhere else and people are like, what?
Until we moved away, and I don't think it's as much of a thing there anymore.
No.
At least is my understanding. But at the time it was a thing.
Yeah, like parents would go to like the schools. They would like have a sign up sheet, and the dads would have to go and they would like guard the schools all night long.
Yeah. Be like the dad patrol.
Yeah, so that like nobody would break windows or spray paint or something must have happened at some point for them to have to do that.
Toilet papering and egging.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst that happened there. I know like in Detroit people would burn houses and stuff. But luckily that's not a thing here.
Yeah.
So, let's not have it a thing anywhere. It's not nice. So yeah. And when we became adults, we would have our Halloween/birthday party, costume party, which was always fun.
Careful, she sneezes in the punch.
I do.
So
funny. It was an accident, and there's alcohol in there. Just like killed all the germs. We didn't tell anybody.
She was like making the punch. Achoo! It's like, do you just sneeze in the punch? Just don't tell anybody. I'm pretty sure everybody that went to that party lived, so it's fine.
Yeah, there was nobody that did.
Nobody did. But then I licked the cake, right, or something.
Yeah, I think you did lick the cake.
Everybody also lived. Same party.
It's fine. So yeah, that's why it's Spooky Punch, is because I sneezed in it.
Spooky.
Drink it at your own risk.
Yeah, I think, and then and just like costume parties in general, we like love Halloween. We love dressing up. We love costume parties. It doesn't even have to be Halloween. It could be Easter.
I know, we'll wear a costume.
Right. Like, so we did the New Year's Eve Harry Potter themed. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, that was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
We love a theme party.
Yeah, sign me up. Sign me up.
The one Halloween, we were both Madonna.
Yep.
She was 80s Madonna, and I was 90s Madonna.
That was fun.
That was fun. I definitely have a picture of that.
So I don't. Yeah, that was 1 billion years ago.
So next week, we're filming on Halloween because we normally film on Friday night, but we can't Friday night. So we're going to be filming after trick-or-treating on Halloween, so we will be in costume. I don't know what I'm going to be yet.
I'm going to be the boys.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't want to spoil it.
I was like, what? I don't know what I'm going to be yet. I have a couple of options. They might be repeats from other times, but it'll be a surprise for all of you.
One of my favorite costumes was when I was the vampire. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
What were you were that, like, girl with the pink hair that year.
Oh, yeah, it was like punk rocker.
Yeah.
The pink thing.
Yeah.
Only because I wanted to wear that wig thing. Because that was fun.
Yeah. The year that you were the Dos Equis bottle, though. That was a good one.
And Jeremy was the most interesting man in the world, or whatever it is.
That was a good one. And Brad and I were the leg lamp in the Fragile box that year. That was a good one.
That's one of the few years I've gotten Jeremy to do, like, a couples thing with me.
Yeah, I think that's the only time that Brad has done a couples thing with me, because the year before that was when I was the owl. And he was
Brad.
No, he was Hall & Oates.
Oh. Oh, there was a year he was an old man, though, and he just looked like Brad.
That was the year we did a murder mystery for her birthday. That was so much fun.
Yeah, but he wasn't at that. He had to work.
No, he randomly got the night off, so he was there, but we assumed that he wasn't going to be there, so he didn't have a character, so then he was just an old man that was, like, along for the ride. What were your favorites of the kids so far?
I liked the year that the kids were the monkeys.
Yes.
She made monkey suits for just Zoe and Jackson, and I don't even know if Griffin.
You were pregnant with Griffin.
Pregnant with Griffin.
Yeah.
And then the one year that she made Zoe a Princess Tiana costume, and then Jackson was the dragon, which he loved so much. He was again.
He wore the head to the hockey game.
Yeah, and then he was a dragon again the next year.
That's right.
Still fit him.
Yeah.
And Griffin was the frog to go with Zoe's
Princess
Tiana. And we usually went trick-or-treating in Whitney's neighborhood, and Zoe would knock on every door and be like, trick-or-treat, I'm Zoe, this is Jackson, and this is Griffin, I'm Princess Tiana, and he's a dragon, and he's a frog. And the people would be like, oh, here's your candy.
Thanks for the info.
And I was like, you don't need to do a speech at every door. I keep trying to cajole everybody to be hot dogs with me. Someday, I should have made them do it before they had opinions.
Right. Right. We were at the zoo today. We went to the Zoo Goes Boo, and there was a lady walking around with a hot dog costume on. I should have taken a picture. But like,
I might just go buy myself a hot dog costume. Because I keep saying I'm going to do it on, like,
it would be
GPS
hilarious.
night on the cruise, too. So.
Yeah, it would be hilarious to, like, if, like, you were a hot dog, and then, like, Jeremy was... It would be funny if you could just be a hot dog, and then Jeremy could just be a bun, and then the kids could be, like mustard, ketchup,
oh yeah,
and, like,
pickles
or something.
We should all be tacos, and then it would be Taco Bells.
That's amazing! Oh my gosh, you have to do that.
Alright, I'm going to Target to buy a taco costume tomorrow.
I know you all picked him out. Sorry, guys.
So, tell us what your favorite Halloween... Do you do something weird for Halloween? Or
right.
is it not your jam? Or your favorite costumes? We share pictures of costumes!
Yes, we want to see your favorite costumes of your kids or yourself or your whole family. I love when the whole families do a thing. I think it's amazing.
So yes, share pictures with us because we love them, and then we will share them next week.
Yes.
Because we will be filming on Halloween, and then I can try and get it posted a day early so everybody can see Halloween costumes. Yes. And then in the meantime, subscribe on YouTube and click and like.
On Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, which is just Real Moms.
No. Mom's Hang Tough.
Mom's Hang Tough. Never going to remember.
Yeah, it's okay if you don't remember either.
Yeah. But yeah, Instagram and Facebook are Real Moms Hang Tough. Like us, YouTube, Real Moms Hang Tough. Subscribe. Please, please, please.
Yes, thank you. And happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.